Hello everyone, my name is DIXIT and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll give you the walkthrough of one of the retired machine of HackTheBox, that is Bolt. This is a medium level machine and I'll try to demonstrate what are the steps we'll have to take it to get it compromise this machine. The complete write-up of this machine is available on my technical blog. I'll provide the technical blog link in the description section of this video. You can go through the complete walkthrough of it and try to simulate on your system. So now we have to go to our machine and just to see what are the steps we have to take it to get it compromise this machine. So before proceeding further for this machine, so first of all, this is my technical blog. This is my technical blog where you can see all the write-ups which I have published so far. And this is my YouTube channel where you can get all the write-ups or a walkthrough of the retired machine of HackTheBox, Wallhub and those things I have published already, and a couple of other categories are also present like red teaming or those things I have put it over here from my side. Now we'll have to go to the machine directly. It's a medium machine and the name of the machine is Bolt. Okay, so the first command which we have to fire it over here, it's nmap, and the IP address of the machine is 10.10.11.114. okay, so we'll have to wait for the response and then we'll proceed further with that. So as I can see the result over here, port 22 is get it enabled. Port 22 is get it enabled over here, and I can see port 80, port 443. These are the three ports which I can see it on a target machine. Okay, now we'll take it forward, and one more thing I can see over here which is related to the host entry. It's supposed to do the host entry on my system, so that is one of the things which I'm supposed to do it. Okay, I'm not putting this past bolt, I'll just put it a bolt.htb. okay, so I'll have to open the another terminal section and I'll simply have to go to the get section, and this is the command you have to fire it, and you will simply have to put the entry. So your entry looks like this. I'll show you the command. Okay, so as I've already did the entry for my side, I'm not doing it once again. So this is the thing you have to do it. You simply have to put the entry bolt.htb. Leave these things right now. I'll explain you what you have to do it for this. Make sure you have to enter this bolt.htb for it before proceeding further. Okay, once we're done with it, we simply have to go to the browser. We'll try to open the bolt.htb. okay, and I'll have to put http and try to get it access. Okay, so over here I can see like it's a login page, so we can register it, something like that we can do it. But before doing that, what else we have it on this page? This look like a static page. Couple of things is over here. Okay, it's a feedback section also is here. The subscription section is also here. Okay, what else we can do it? Okay, so contact, pricing, service. So contact section we have to get it in open, pricing, services, download and signing. I think it's the same. Okay, so this is the page for a first section that we call it as a contact. Okay, okay, what about the pricing one? This looks like a pricing one. Now what about the next one? It's look like a services. Okay, now the next section is a download section. So over here I can click on this option and I can see like image.tar file is getting downloaded. It's 154 MB size, so I have already downloaded on my system, so there is no need to get it download. You can download it, save it on your local machine, and then you have to proceed further with that. So I'll click on cancel. I'll go back to my terminal once again. I have saved the file in 65 folder. I have created one folder and over there I put it this file. So once I'll try to extract this image.tar file, these are the sections that get enabled for me. This is the command you have to fire it from your side. Okay, you simply have to fire the command and these are the subsections that get it enabled for you. So now what else you have to do it over here? So after get it extracted, we simply have to figure out the first image. I can say that the container. So I'll simply have to go to this section. I'll just have to remove this command is this. This is AD, so you can see that over here. This one I'll try to get it access right now. Okay, so we'll just go inside of it. Let me see what exactly we have it inside of it. It's app. Okay, what else we have it? It's a base. Okay, so these things are over here. I'll try to get it access this routes.py. So when we'll try to get it access routes.py, so at the time of the registration, like it required like in this case we did not required, but like in different case it required some type of token itself, a code, invite code. So that code you can see it over here. Okay, that is present over here. That is the only thing we can get it over here. Okay, so this code I'm getting over here. What next we have to do it? I'll simply have to go to that another section for it. This is one of the section. Okay, so once I'll go inside of it, route.py, I'll just see that, and this is the one I'll see. Now I'll go to the next section for it to get it analyze the other sections of the containers. Okay, let me come out of it. Okay, let me put it that. Okay, perfect. What is inside of it? So it's look like a layer.tar file. Let me get it, extract that file also. Let's see what exactly we're supposed to get it over here. So I can see a root folder, db SQLite 3, root/.ash underscore history and temp folder. These are the 4 sections. So the next thing we have, as we can see, a db.SQLite 3. So it's better for me to use that SQLite 3 directly over here just to get it access this. So I can able to do that. Okay, the first command which I'm supposed to fire it over here as a help, and I have to search for command to get it executed. I think it's a table. Okay, it's a table. So the next command I have to fire is a table. I can see only a user table is over here. So what I have to do now, I'll simply have to fire one query. It's a select star from user. Okay, and wait for the output. So we can see the credential of our admin user, but this is a hash content, so we'll simply have to crack that hash, and by that way we can able to get the password of it. So I'll simply have to get it copy this, and on the another tab I'll simply have to get it copy on my end, and this one I have to get it copy. Once it's get it copied over there, what I have to use, I have to use a John directly just to crack this. As I've already cracked it, so I think it may be possibility it just ask for me to get it show that. Okay, so I simply have to use ---- show, so I can see. So this is the password which we have to use it. Okay, so this is the password, I'm getting it now. So what I have to do, I'll just go to the portal once again, click on login. Over here I have to put the admin and then the password which I'm getting it over there. So I'll simply have to copy the password, go over in the password section, put it that, and we are in. Okay, so we are in, and couple of things I can see it over here. A profile, related to the profile I can see over here something like a chat also. Okay, so this is the chat which I can see. So now I feel like we just have to take a chance to identify like is there any other vhost belongs to this same domain or not. So I'll simply have to fire one command just to get it identify other vhost of this belonging domain. Wait for the output, and I can see there are 2 vhost. It's mail.bolt.stb and demo.bolt.stb. So these both the things we have to get it put it in our host entry. So I'll show you that. Okay, so this I have did it, demo.bolt.stb and mail.bolt.stb. These 2 entries we have to do it from our side. That is first thing. Now what I have to do, I'll simply have to go to this terminal and I'll try to get it copy paste. It's asking for the login, and instead of go to the login, I have to create to get it registered for me. So what I have to do, I did it already register for my site, so I don't think so it's allow me the same one, but let me try. I'm not clicking on the create account. Okay, we'll wait for it to, I'll show you that what exactly the entries we have to give it from our side. And this is the invite which we get it copied from our terminal. Okay, that same invite we have to use it. Click on this and click on create account. Once you did that, okay, let me click on login, as I've already did that already, so there is no need to create the account once again. Let me try to get it login. Yeah, it's allowing me to get it login. Okay, so what I have to do over here, so this is one of the thing, and the another thing I have to do it, I have to open the mail section also. So let me open the mail. Try to put the same credential over here also. Okay, leave this. I'm not sure whether we can delete it or not. Let me try to delete it. I'm not sure whether we can delete. Just give me a minute. Let me delete that. Okay, it will not allow me. It's okay, no problem. So what I have to do, this is the mail section. By default, when you open it, like I have already did the testing earlier, so that was the reason couple of mails you can see it. Just ignore that mails. Okay, whatever the new emails we are seeing it over here, that I'll just show you that. Okay, so we'll just go to the portal once again, demo.bolt.stb. Just go to the settings section once again, and over here anything like a script, I'll have to put it initially. Let me click on submit. I'll click on the mail once again, and I'm getting some email. Okay, let me click on it. Okay, I'm getting a confirmation also. Okay, perfect. So it's accepting it. So now what we have to do, that is a big problem. Every time we have to click on it to get it login once again. That is one other thing. Okay, I'll be logging once again. Okay, so this is one of the thing. So what exactly the process is it? We simply have to put the name. We click on submit. We'll just get one email. There's a link. We have to click on that link as to get it confirmed. Once we confirm it, we are getting a confirmation email. So that's a process for it. Okay, so now what exactly is it? There is a hack trick. Is a server side template injection is over here. I'll show you that what exactly I mean by that. So this is a reference point which I'm taking it, using it right now for me. So this one taking a lot of time to get it load. Okay, so you can use this one. I'm using couple of things belongs to this portal only. Okay, so what we have to do now, I'll go back to the settings section and I'll try for the config directly. Okay, so let me put a config over here. I'll click on submit, put it, click on email confirmation, then I'll go to the mail once again. I can see the configuration over here. Okay, so that's couple of things happened. Now what I have to do, I'll simply have to read the ID value of the target. Like it's look like a target server is a Linux server. So what I have to do, I'll just want to know the ID value, what is the rights I have it for this. Okay, so let me do the login once again. Okay, settings, I'll put this code. Okay, this is belongs to SSTI only. So over here, whatever that command we want to get it trigger, we have to put it over here. Click on submit. Let me go to the mail once again. I'm getting one email, I'm clicking on it and coming back to the mail once again. I can see the ID value is this one, www-data. So it's look like we can fire any command over here, we can get their output. So what I have to do now, instead of going further with the other things, why not I can take a reverse shell of it. So let me make it a listener over here. I start the listener, okay, and I'll go back to, let me check the IP address also. I feel like my IP address is same. Okay, perfect. Let me go back to this section. I have to increase the font size also so that you all can see that clearly. I think everyone can able to see it very clearly. Okay, so now what we have to do, I'll go to the profile once again. Wait a minute, let me figure out what is the way to get the profile once again. It's a dashboard, so 1V. I'm not sure what is the problem, is it why it's not going to that section of the setting once again, but let me try to get it login once again. So I'll go to the settings once again, and this is the final time by which we'll try to get that reverse shell. After the reverse shell, we'll do not require to get it access this again and again. Okay, so let me get it copy that one-liner script of SSTI. And we are using the same command, and instead of the ID value we simply have to put one liner to get the reverse shell. I'll click on submit. I'm getting the email. Okay, let me click on that link and it looks like I'm getting the shell. So I'll go back to over here and I can see I can able to get the shell. Once I get the shell of it, I'll simply have to go to the home folder just to see what are the users over here. And I don't have the permission right now, permissions to get it access that, so that a user.txt file I can able to access. So we have to elevate our privileges to at least to the AD level so that we can able to see the user.txt file. So what I have to do now, I'll simply have to go to /etc folder, and over here let me see what exactly the things we are seeing over here. It's ls-la, couple of things are here, and what I'm looking for over here, it's passport. So oh shit, I think something is wrong. Exit. I think otherwise I have to go out of this shell completely. Let it be. Let me go out of this shell completely. I think we're able to get that. Okay, /etc. Okay, now it's pass bolt. Okay, let me see what is this things we are can able to see out over here. Couple of things. So there is passbolt.php file is directly we try to get it access. I'll try to get it access and I can able to see the content of it. So over here you can see these, this is a username and this is the password for it. Okay, we'll have to use this password. So what I have to do now, instead of proceeding further with that, I'll try to use the MySQL also. As we can see the credentials, so why not we have to use that credentials also. Oh sorry, so instead of that I think -p okay, it will look perfect. This is locking. Let me copy the password which we are getting it from the earlier command. We simply have to go inside of it. Let's wait for the output. So as that credential is not directly be working for me, so let it be. I'll go to the next section for it. Okay, so we're not supposed to waste more time on it. So what we have to do, I'll simply have to go to the another section for it, and by that way what we have to do, like this is a user which we can see it already, the credential which we are getting it for the MySQL. I'll try to use that and it's working for me. So what I have to do, I'll simply have to use that user and put the credentials for it. Let me copy the credential once again. Okay, perfect, it's working for me. So now the same thing which we have to do it over here once again. I'll have to fire the command MySQL and I'll put the credentials. I think this will work over here. Perfect, it's working. So what exactly I have to do it, I simply have to fire the command show databases. Okay, so databases, I can see two databases are there. So one use Bolt DB. Okay, it's changed the, and now show tables. So I can see couple of things over here, and our main thing is try to get it access this. So what we have to fire the command, it's select star from secrets. So this is the one we have to fire it from our side, and this is the message. This is the encrypted message, we can see it over here. Okay, PGP file. So I'll simply have to get it, copy it and put it in one of another file. I'll show you that which file I'm talking about. It's data.asc. You have to create this file, put it the content over here and save it. We can use this file later on, so I'll tell you when exactly we have to use this file. Now just come out of it, exit. So now as I have the access for it, so I'll simply have to go to the home, add D, and I can able to see user.txt file over here. Okay, you can able to read it, and now the next step is I can see couple of files over here. This looks like one .config file also. So let me go to inside of that config file, and I can see a Google Chrome. I have to go inside of it. Okay, couple of things look like over here. So cd default, I have to go, then I have to go to the local extension setting. Okay, and this file. So we have to go to the complete section of it, and this is a log file I can able to see over here. I can see the content out of it. Okay, so there is another way for it. I'll tell you that what exactly we have to do it. So just come out of this. Okay, now it looks like completely clear. We have to come out of the default also. Perfect. Now I'll simply have to fire this command, and I'm looking for these keywords to be present over there itself. Okay, so let me fire this command. I'll get the couple of output. Okay, and there is one output which belongs to this section. Okay, so let me customize this, and I'll fire for this command. Okay, perfect. So I can able to see a lot of content. It's look like a raw content for a couple of things are present over here, but we are looking for a specified thing, and which is looks like this. Okay, what we have to do, we simply have to get it, copy this content. Let me see till where we have to get it copy. We have to get it copy till end of it. Okay, perfect. So till here we have to get it, copy it. Okay, or you can copy it till here also, not a big deal. Just copy this content and go to the another section. Okay, so what we have to do, like I'll show you that what normally I did it from my side. For this, I'll simply have to open the notepad for me, okay, and I'll paste it over here. Okay, now I'm not sure, it looks like many another key is also coming over here, so we simply have to delete this also, not a big deal. Perfect. Now I'll simply have to replace it. So go to the edit section, replace section, copy this and paste it over here. Okay, replace with nothing, replace all. Okay, perfect. And now everything is now replaced. You simply have to click on it. Then I'll go to the comment section, and then I'll go to this section, and then I'll go to this section, click on it. Perfect. Then I'll save it. I'll simply have to copy it from here and go to my directory. So it's look like a key only directly. So let me open the key for you. What's the name I have given from my side for the key? It's prev.key. It's pgb.key. Okay, so this is the exit key which I have used it over here. It's the same key. Okay, so what next we have to do it. Once we're done with all these things, the next thing is we simply have to get that hash out of it. So I'll simply have to fire this command to like fetch out the hash out of this key. Okay, so I'll simply have to run this command. I can able to run it and I can get that. So this is the one, I'm getting it in my screen, and this is the hash of it. Now what I have to do, I'll simply have to run the John to crack this and get the password out of it. As I've already run it earlier, so I don't think so it will give the password. So I'll simply have to run the show and it will give me the password directly. So I can see the password for it. It's a Merry Christmas. Okay, so what we have to do it now, I'll simply have to use the same key with these are the commands you have to use it. So I'm importing that key file, a private key file which I'm getting it. Okay, and it's asking for it. And now what we have to do, there is one file which I have shown you, like a data.asc file which I have copied at the time of the secrets itself when we are accessing the MySQL. So now we are using that. Okay, so what command we have to fire it over here, we simply have to get it copy and let me paste it over here and run it. So once we run it, we can able to get the credential out of it, and this is the credential of the root. Okay, so what I have to do now, I'll simply have to go to the previous session of it. Okay, so root, paste the password, and I'm a root. I'll go to the root folder and I can able to read the root.txt file. So I can say that that's all about the machine which I can tell you from my side. So now a small summary from my side for this machine. The first thing, it's taking a lot of time for me. It's a medium machine, but it's taking a lot of time to get it solved, this machine. So the first thing we had to run the nmap. We had just get it identify 3 services running on the target machine, that's port 22, port 80 and 443. Then on the basis of that we had to proceed further with that. First of all, we are getting the host entry. We simply have to put the host entry and then we try to get it access on a browser, and by that way we just figure out like there is a file which is present over there which we call it as a Docker file. We simply have to get it, download that, try to get access one container, and by that way just exploring a lot of things, we just get one credential over there itself. Just to get the credential out of it, we try to use the hash to just get it crack and we get the credential. Then we try on the portal just to get it login. Once we get it login inside of it, we try for vhost also just to figure out like is there any subdomain present for this target target domain or not. I'll try to figure out, and it's a demo and the mail. These are the two subdomains present over there. So we'll try to get it access that, get it register, and by that way we just try to get it login on both the things. Now what exactly we have to do in the profile section, we simply have to put it the name, and by that way we'll try SSTI over there itself, and finally we get that reversal out of it. And once we get the reversal, we'll proceed further with that, and we just have to figure out there is a passbolt folder inside of the /etc. Then over there itself we just try to get it open the config file, and we get like a PHP file is present over there itself. We try to get it access that, and by that way we get the credentials of passbolt. We try to see the passbolt credential to be over there itself with the MySQL over there on the same terminal, but it's not working for us. Then we'll use the same credential, same password for another user ID, which we can able to see in the home folder. We try a username ID and using the same credential which we're getting it for the MySQL, and we can able to get it login. We can able to see the user.txt over there itself, and then after that just to go ahead further with the privilege escalation for it, the MySQL will try to get it access over here. By that way we can get the secret message. We just have to get it, copy the secret message in the by the name of data.asc. The extension is .asc, and then after that for the privilege escalation for it, what exactly we can do it over here. So the in the config folder in the Google Chrome, there is a section by which we can see the logs. We'll just try to fetch out the private key over there itself, and using that private key we'll try to get the password hash content out of it. Then we'll crack that and we get the credentials out of it. And once we get the credential, we use that message just to decrypt that secret, and by that way we can able to get the credentials of the root, and we use that root credentials to get it switch from any user to the root. That's all about this machine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. If you like to connect with me, you can connect me on LinkedIn profile link I'll provide in the description section of this video. So thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.